Oh dear, right, so we're in the car. It does look a bit weird, but the reason for this is this week, the video, we've decided to do a bit about, well, not just food prep, but how
nutrition.
Generally nutrition, just sort of how we as, well, PTs, doesn't really matter that we're PTs, but how we prepare our food, what we do. And what I've done is I've done a couple of videos on some things that I generally prep. And the breakfast I have, just like an average day, for instance.
Yeah.
But then we decided, well, there's often a day when you haven't prepped. Now, what happens then?
There's like two schools of thought, isn't there? There's some people who think that you've got to prepare absolutely everything.
Yeah, there's that belief, yes.
And then there's other people who are like, I've literally got no time to prep anything.
That's
so why
right.
don't we present
both
the
sides
arguments for both sides? So
here we are.
Super organised Mel, you'll have seen some of her meals.
Yeah, that'll
already.
be coming up. Yeah,
that'll be coming up.
That'll be coming up next. Yeah.
And then Fat Lazy Phil, you get to see me just walk around Morrison's
and just conveniently
pick what I want to eat. Now, a couple of the things we decided is I can't get anything that you need to put in a microwave.
Oh, is that the
Because
deal?
I always have a microwave.
No, very true.
All right, that's one of the biggest things. If people are travelling a lot, they're at services and so on, so they can't bung stuff in a microwave.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so I've got to find stuff that I can't cook.
So it's going to have to be cold food, basically.
It's going to have to be cold.
Yeah, so well, I think we can manage that. So a little trip to Morrison's now. We're going to pick up some stuff and then let's see what we can make. And then again, same as with the stuff I've prepared, we'll put the macros up on FitnessPal so you get an idea of what that sort of equates to in terms of calories and protein.
Indeed.
Sound like a plan? Let's go shopping.
Good to me. Not the right sort of shopping, is it?
Not really. Chili is one of my go-to things that I do all the time when I'm prepping meals for the week, for dinners and everything. So it's so easy because I can literally chuck it all in one pot. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. So basically what I've got here is, and here's a little hack for you, so much simpler. I buy the onion already diced, because to be fair, when I chop onions, I end up with seriously streaming eyes. So got my onions there. Obviously I've got my scales, I'm going to weigh everything out. Got a pepper, courgette, mushrooms. Obviously, I've got my mince. I've got a tin of tomatoes somewhere over there. And also my chili powder, which I buy these packet ones, but I only use about a quarter of that each time. And that's for a big, I mean, this is 500 grams, so I'll probably get about 5 meals out of that. So I'm just going to go about chopping everything up and then we'll get it in the pan. Okie dokie. So there's the mince. Obviously I tend to always buy the 5% fat steak mince just to keep the calories down, obviously. Onions chopped there, which I told you about. All the courgettes, mushrooms and peppers chopped. Also a little tip for you, obviously I always have my scales out on the side and I keep a little post-it note pad and a pen, and then literally as I'm going along I just write everything down, and that's permanently there. I'm writing the weights down, so you've just got it to hand, so you don't have to be entering on FitnessPal as you're doing it. So what I'm going to do now is just chuck all this in a pan with some olive oil and just get it all cooking. Okay, cooking away nicely. Just got my camera hung up on the cupboard there. I don't know if you can actually see me, but I'm just going to add in the tin. Chopped tomatoes. And then obviously I'm going to put my chili powder in. Now, as I said, I use sort of one of these because they're quite hot between a few meals, so I'll just usually use a third to a quarter of it. In fact, I'll probably use, anyway, I'll probably blow my head off now, but there we go. So, chili powder in, and then I think I'll just get the mushrooms chucked in, because they don't take as long to cook. Chuck all that in, and then give it a final mix up. Simmer it for a bit with the lid on, and then that'll be good to go. Okay, we're all cooked. Here we are. So I'm going to be having this tomorrow with Uncle Ben's whole grains, only £1 at the moment. So what I'll do now is serve that up into 5 Tupperwares, so you've got the lids there. I'll put now a screenshot over the screen of the entry on FitnessPal, but I believe per serving with half of this rice, I'll serve out half of that rice, 125 grams. It comes to 490 calories for the full meal with a fifth of this. I think that's got 28 grams of protein and 46 grams of carbs, so pretty nice, hearty, healthy meal. So, and look how easy it was to make. Okay, another of my go-to meals for food prep is chicken stir fry. So this is dead easy because a lot of the supermarkets are doing these on an offer at the minute. So you get obviously your stir fry veg, packet of stir fry veg, packet of noodles, and then stir fry sauce. And Asda and Tesco, all of them are doing these as like a deal. So it's like, I don't know, probably less than £3 for those three. But obviously I've got a pack of 525 grams of chicken breast, and then some more veggies, some more pepper, and some more mushrooms to add in. So literally I think this will probably make 4 meals. I'm gonna chop these up. Once again, it's just a case of chuck it all into a pan and then divide it up. So I will show you it all when it's in the pan, ready to cook. So chicken's cooking away in the pan. Veggies all chopped up, ready to go. And obviously tonight we've got rice noodles and there's sauce. So I'm literally gonna chuck all this lot into that pan. Okay guys, there's the finished product. So simmering away. Because there wasn't a massive amount of sauce, I've literally just put a bit more of this in. Just to spread it out, because that thing of sauce probably wasn't designed for the amount of veg I've added to this. So I'm planning that will make 5 meals. So what I'll do now on the screen is I'll put up the macros for this divided into 5 meals into Tupperwares for you. So often people say to me about breakfast, I literally haven't got time to cook eggs on a morning. I haven't got time, I'm rushing about. So I just want to one of my standard breakfasts I tend to have on a morning is 3 eggs and a slice of toast. So let's see how quickly we can throw this together. So what I'll normally do, if you want to really save time, I'll already have, I've already got my pan here on there. We've got a timer here ready to go just so we can time it. And then I've also got my plate out and my eggs are in there. So anyway, let's just see. I'll put the slice of toast in and we'll get rolling. Let's just see. I've set the timer now how long it actually takes to put this breakfast together. So let's start the timer rolling now. Extra for messing about turning the camera around, but let's stop the timer. 3 eggs, it's on the plate, there we go, you can see it. What I'm going to do is obviously put the macros up for this meal as well, so you know exactly where we're at with this breakfast. But there's the time. So literally just shy of 4 minutes to get that from literally raw ingredients onto the plate. And I wonder how long it'll take me to eat it. Probably less than that. Anyway, I'll put the macros up now, but there you go. Nice healthy breakfast. As you can see, I've got proper butter on there. None of that bloody low-fat margarine crap. So, yeah, enjoyable breakfast. Looking forward to it. Okay, so that's all down. Eggs are down. Loved it. So, one thing I thought it worth pointing out at this stage, people always ask me, do I really need to count the margarine or butter that I put on my toast, the olive oil that goes into the pan? Now, I would say as long as you're consistent with what you're doing, it doesn't really matter either way. But just to highlight the difference in that meal, so including the butter on the toast and including the olive oil in the pan, that meal that I've just eaten was 434 calories. Without counting the oil, without counting the butter, it was 300. So you can see there's a major difference. The protein wasn't affected, 25 grams obviously of protein in both. So I would say probably with things like fats, yes, I would include them. Now I always tend to overestimate. Possibly I may have overestimated there. Maybe I didn't use a full half tablespoon of oil. Possibly I went overboard a little bit on the butter, but I do like a decent spread of butter on my toast. So I think for me it is important to just realise what calories there are, particularly in fats, because they are high calorie. Just a bit of education on what you're eating more than anything else. So I would say if you're first starting out with tracking, yes, definitely. Especially things like peanut butter, because even a thin spread is heavier than you think. So really just, educate yourself, get used to weighing things. And obviously I've put the screenshots up of the macros for that meal. But yeah, so that's an easy breakfast, really easy and quick to cook. back from shopping. Phil's got his, you know,
Well happy.
well happy with his little hoard. So what we got? Protein bar.
And a protein shake.
Protein shake.
All that and gains, mate.
Gains.
Right. Breakfast.
Breakfast, skyr yogurt. Nice big tub of strawberry.
Lunch.
Lunch, we've got a salad.
Well, no, that's not lunch.
Oh, is that not lunch?
No.
Are you going to have that for your
That's your dinner.
gourmet?
This is lunch.
Oh, that's your lunch. Yep. So, chicken salad sandwich.
Oven baked crisps.
Oh, oven baked crisps. Yeah, but they're not bad. There's probably only about 100 calories in there, I bet, is there?
Diet Fanta.
Diet Fanta, no calories there.
And then 2 chicken breasts.
2 chicken breasts, perfect for that
One
extra
to go with
protein.
And one to go with me feta
Ooh,
layered
what's that?
salad as
Ooh,
well.
that looks posh.
Alright.
Okay. So we're literally now, all you're going to do, Phil, is just put it on Fitness Pal. Then once again, we'll put up a screenshot of what we've, of what he's managed to get in terms of macros. So let's do it. Stood in front of a banquet.
This is like torture, is this?
I know.
But all this food that I want to eat and I just can't.
Well, you can. After we've finished recording, you can just go mad. You can go, well, you can go up to lunch point, can't you?
Yeah.
But you did really well with that shop. You just seen us running around Morrison's, but you did very well to get it hit it, didn't you? Pretty much on the nail.
Yeah, so it's just like at the minute I'm trying to eat around 2,000-ish calories. So I'm trying to lose a bit of body fat before I go on holiday. And this works out at, like, if you've seen, 1,935.
Yeah.
200 grams of protein, about 150 grams of carbohydrates, and a little bit over 50 grams worth of fats.
Yeah.
You may have noticed that it was relatively expensive. Like that day's shopping cost me about 14 quid.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. Like,
to say what you got here is a lot of salad. Yeah, it is.
But when we talk about eating for convenience, people aren't normally going out and eating every meal for convenience. You're looking at maybe a quick lunch or a quick dinner, and all the lunch and dinner options or even breakfast options there are both high in protein, pretty steady in calories.
Yes.
And provide either a bit of carbs or a bit of fats.
True. I think what we're really trying to demonstrate with this is the fact that you can just pop to Morrison's and hit the nail on the head with all the with getting your macros right, just having that one visit. So.
And the other thing is like you wouldn't say it's boring food necessarily. It's like it is a bit of salad, but we've got feta cheese, a bit of dressing on there.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and also we added in. You already had a protein shake.
Protein shake, yeah, because that's something you can just keep in back of your car.
Yes.
But you've got crisps in there, a bit of fizzy pop, albeit diet. You know, it's not that hard to eat for convenience and still stay within
so between
some calories.
That's right. Between what I did, what you're going to see from the prepping food and this, you've got a pretty balanced diet, really. We did pretty well.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
So obviously, if we haven't already, we'll be putting up the screenshots of these various meals.
Oh, God.
So we're going to have to let Phil eat. He's dying of starvation. So we'll let Phil get on with his food. But remember, guys, like and subscribe. Remember to tune in next week for our next video. Who knows what that's going to be?
Well, I'm on holiday, so I might give you something from sunny Morocco.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Let's make sure we do some exercise on holiday. So yeah, guys, tune in to see Phil on holiday sweating in the gym in Morocco.
Doing some running.
See you next week.
I mean,
yeah, definitely one of these. See you later, guys.
See you later.